Germany, a country of rules, order, and unexpected taboos. Sure, you've heard of the beer, bratwurst, and the Autobahn. But what if we told you there's a whole other side to Germany, one that could leave you embarrassed, fined, or even arrested? This is a nation where forgetting to say thank you after a sneeze isn't just rude, it's noticed. Where apartment applications can get rejected based on your last name. And where showing up overdressed at the beach might just make you the weird one. Germany may look polished on the outside, but beneath the surface lies a maze of cultural codes and quiet taboos most outsiders never see. Break one, and you might face more than just side-eye. You could face serious consequences. Here are 15 unspoken rules in Germany that could make or break your visit. Number 13. Refugees, legally settled but socially distant. Germany has taken in more refugees than any other European country, over 1 million since 2015. Many receive housing assistance, healthcare, German lessons, and even monthly financial support ranging from $320 to $530. But legal status doesn't always mean acceptance. Many immigrants, even those with citizenship and stable jobs, report being denied housing just because their names don't sound German. Others find it nearly impossible to make German friends. Invitations to local gatherings are rare, and children from immigrant families are often teased in schools. While waiting for official documents, many are forced to live in converted army barracks or temporary shelters with up to 100 people in cramped conditions. Even those trying to return home are caught in the system. Through the REG/GARP program, Germany offers up to $2,700 in cash, a plane ticket, and reintegration support. Some later return as students or through marriage. Behind Germany's generous refugee policy is a quiet wall of social isolation. Legal on paper, unwelcome in spirit. Number 12. Behind the glowing 11-story building are nameless girls. In Cologne stands a towering 11-story building with flashing lights, private parking, and a rooftop bar. To the casual eye, it looks like a flashy hotel. But this is Pasca, once known as the largest adult entertainment complex in the world. Since 2002, adult services in Germany have been fully legal and regulated. Workers must register, pay taxes, receive health checks, and even get retirement benefits. On paper, it's clean, professional, safe. But behind the neon glow lies a harsher truth. Most of the women working inside come from poorer EU countries, Romania, Bulgaria, and Ukraine. They're often in their early 20s, don't speak German, and work 12 to 14 hours a day. In many cases, they're not even allowed to turn down customers. Despite legal requirements, nearly half of workers don't have proper licenses. Some fear being deported. Others have no real choice. Germany's adult industry is worth over $15 billion. It's the biggest in Europe. But it's built on the backs of thousands of vulnerable women, many nameless, silent, and unseen. Number 11. Silent Sundays, shopping and entertainment dreams shattered. Imagine this. You land in Berlin on a Sunday evening. You're starving. You head to the nearest supermarket, and it's locked. Every shop is closed. Even the bakery. Welcome to Silent Sundays, Germany's most sacred tradition. But it's not just Sundays. From 1 o'clock to 3 p.m. and 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. every day, Ruhezeit, quiet time, is enforced. During these hours, you're legally not allowed to play loud music, drill holes, throw parties, mow the lawn, or even vacuum. Break the rule? You could be fined up to $2,700, depending on the region. Why so strict? Germans value work-life balance. Sunday isn't for shopping. It's for rest, family, nature, or just doing nothing at all. Only essential services, hospitals, police, fire departments, and a few gyms can stay open. Everyone else? Forced to pause. To many outsiders, it feels like stepping back in time. But to locals, it's one of the few moments when life truly slows down. Number 10. Dating, but not in love. You've been dating someone in Germany for 6 months. You've gone on trips, met their parents, cooked dinner together. But when you finally ask, "What are we?" they might say, "We're still getting to know each other." In Germany, dating doesn't automatically mean commitment. And that's not the exception. It's the cultural norm. There's even a word for this undefined phase, Probbeziehung, the trial relationship. It can last 3 to 6 months. During this time, it's normal to date others, keep things casual, and avoid labels. No boyfriend. No girlfriend. No pressure. Texting every day? Not expected. Grand romantic gestures? Rare. Germans tend to be emotionally reserved and value clear communication over passion. There are over 3 million Tinder users in Germany, 70% of them men. This creates an imbalanced dating scene, especially for foreign women, who often find themselves stuck in situationships. Some couples even live together, split rent and groceries, but still consider themselves single. They sign roommate contracts, Wohngemeinschaft, instead of making promises. It's practical. It's honest. But to many, it feels emotionally distant. Number 9. German men sit down to pee. Think standing to pee is just a guy thing? Not in Germany. Here, sitting down to pee is the norm for men, especially in shared homes, apartments, or guest bathrooms. It's not just polite. It's expected. This unspoken rule runs so deep that many restrooms, homes, and even small eateries have signs that read, "Bitte im Sitzen pinkeln," please pee sitting down. And this isn't just talk. In 2015, a man in Dusseldorf was taken to court after his landlord claimed that standing up had damaged the wooden bathroom floor. Though the court ruled in favor of the tenant, it confirmed sitting is the standard in modern Germany. Some places even install sensors that issue audio reminders if someone tries to pee standing up. Why the fuss? To Germans, it's about respect and cleanliness, especially for whoever cleans the bathroom. That could be your roommate, your partner, or your Airbnb host. So, if you're visiting Germany, remember, when in doubt, sit it out. Number 8. Working illegally is prohibited. Seriously. Think washing dishes under the table is no big deal? In Germany, that could land you and your boss in serious legal trouble. Working without a legal permit is not just frowned upon, it's considered tax fraud and social insurance evasion. One example? A Ugandan woman on a family reunion visa took a dishwashing job at a restaurant while waiting for work approval. When authorities caught her, she was fined $90 and her employer paid $900. That's just the minimum. In larger cases, fines can go up to $50,000. According to the German Labor Ministry, 10 to 15% of foreign workers in Germany have worked illegally at some point. This includes students, asylum seekers, and workers from Eastern Europe or Southeast Asia. Germany's strict welfare system relies on clear documentation, fair pay, and proper taxes. Even casual or part-time jobs require legal paperwork. No permit? No job. So, if someone offers you easy cash under the table, remember, in Germany, even peeling potatoes without a contract can cost you dearly. Number 7. Don't bother the locals. You're laughing in the elevator, chatting loudly on the subway, waving at your friends across the park. In Germany, you're officially being rude. Germans take peace and personal space seriously, especially in public. On a Berlin U-Bahn, you can sit with 20 people in total silence. Not because they're strangers, some are friends, family, or coworkers, but because disturbing others is a cultural taboo. A 2023 YouGov survey found that 72% of Germans believe quietness in public is a sign of civilization. Over 60% will openly show discomfort if disturbed through sighs, glares, or that unmistakable head shake. But it doesn't end with noise. Taking someone's photo in public without permission? Illegal. Germany has some of the strongest privacy laws in the world. If you snap a stranger, accidentally or not, and post it online, you could be fined $300 to $1,000 or more. There's even a case where a tourist had to delete a photo on the spot just for capturing someone napping in the background. So remember, in Germany, respect means being invisible. Number 6. Even sneezing has etiquette. In Germany, even your sneeze gets a polite response. If you sneeze in public, don't be surprised when strangers look up and say Gesundheit, meaning health. They're not being overly familiar. They're just following a deep-rooted tradition. The custom comes from a time when people believed a sneeze could let your soul escape, and saying Gesundheit acted like a spiritual shield against illness or evil. Science may have moved on, but the courtesy remains alive and well. Even more fascinating? If you sneeze 3 times, they'll say it 3 times without hesitation. But here's the twist. If you don't reply with a dank thank you, you might get a small frown or a disappointed glance. It's not rude. But in Germany, it's expected that you complete the exchange. So next time you sneeze on a German street or bus, just say dank, and you'll fit right in. Number 5. If you find something lost, hang it on a tree. Lose your scarf in Berlin? Check a tree. Seriously. In Germany, when people find lost gloves, scarves, or hats, they don't keep them, they hang them on tree branches, fences, or benches nearby. It's one of the country's most charming acts of everyday honor. In big cities like Berlin, you'll spot entire trees decorated with single gloves, children's hats, and even jackets, neatly placed like they're on display. Locals call these Funbaum or lost and found trees. A recent YouGov survey revealed that 78% of Germans would return a lost item, and instead of taking it to a police station, hanging it in public view is seen as a noble act of civic respect. Some communities even create special hooks near train stations, unofficial lost and found spots where people leave what they've found. It's quiet, it's thoughtful, and it says, someone's probably missing this, and I trust they'll come back for it. Number 4. You must pay for public broadcasting, even if you don't watch TV. In Germany, you pay for public TV, even if you don't own one. It's called the Rundfunkbeitrag, a mandatory public broadcasting fee of about $20 per month per household. It doesn't matter whether you have a TV, listen to the radio, or just use your phone. If you have an address, you pay. The law was introduced in 2013 to ensure independent, unbiased public media for everyone through broadcasters like ARD, ZDF, and Deutschlandfunk. Try to skip it? You'll still get billed with back payments, late fees, and fines. One international student ended up owing nearly $800 after ignoring letters for 3 years, despite only using a laptop for classes. Even if you only use a smartphone, it counts, because technically your phone can stream German public media. There are exemptions for low-income households, students, or people with disabilities, but you must apply manually. In Germany, media is a public service, not a consumer product, and everyone pays to keep it running. Number 3. Don't give red roses to women. Think red roses are always romantic? Not in Germany. In this country where communication is clear and direct, red roses don't just say, "You're nice." They scream, "I'm in love with you." Giving red roses to a coworker, neighbor, or someone you barely know can be misread as a bold romantic advance, or worse, low-key harassment. A 2021 YouGov survey found that 62% of German women feel uncomfortable receiving red roses from someone they're not close to, and 18% say it feels awkward or creepy. So if you want to show appreciation, stick with tulips for admiration, sunflowers for positivity, or white roses for sincerity. In Germany, it's not just the flower, it's the message it carries. Number 2. Washing your car at home is forbidden. In the US, a man hosing down his truck in the driveway is a Saturday ritual. In Germany, it could get you fined thousands of dollars. Washing your car at home, especially using soap or chemicals, is illegal in many states due to strict water protection laws. Even rinsing your car with clean water can be illegal unless your driveway has an approved drainage system. In places like Bavaria, the fines can hit $50,000 for repeat offenders. Instead, Germans are expected to use licensed car washes where water is filtered and up to 80% gets recycled. There are over 15,000 of these eco-conscious stations across the country. Neighborhood cameras and even flyers remind residents. Washing your car at home isn't saving money, it's breaking the law. Number 1. The lucky pig. What if your good luck charm for the whole year was a pig? In Germany, every New Year's, you'll see chubby pink pigs everywhere, from chocolates and marzipan to greeting cards. They're called Glücksschwein, or lucky pigs. The tradition goes back to medieval times, when owning a pig meant wealth and survival. Back then, having a well-fed pig meant you had food security and status. Today, it's a cheerful way to say, "I wish you abundance, prosperity, and happiness." According to the German Confectionery Association, over 40 million pig-themed New Year gifts are sold annually, especially in places like Bavaria and Baden-Württemberg. Some towns even hold lucky pig festivals, where real pigs are decorated with ribbons, race each other, and pose for selfies with tourists. So if you want a lucky year ahead, maybe start with a pig. Comment "lucky pig" if you'd want this adorable tradition in your home too.